Disclaimer. This game is a work of fiction. Any persons, people, events that resemble true events are purely coincidence. And with that, hi, I'm Keegan, this is A Bunch of Gamers. This is our 224th episode of Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th Anniversary Edition, Bow on the Mountain. I'm going to go around and have my players introduce themselves.
I'm Tyler, and I play Kyle, also known as Guards the Low. He's a Philodox of the Children of Gaia.
Hi, I'm Sam. I play Cora. She's an Aruna in the Geta Fenris.
Hi, I'm Adam. I play Mark Guides the Fallen, and he's a Thurge of the Children of Gaia.
Hi, I'm Sean. I play Zeb Speaks-in-Sweet-Whispers. He is a Theurge of the Silent Striders.
Hello, my name is Riley, and I am playing Dimitri Howls-In-Memory, Lupus Galliard of the Bone Gnawers.
Hi, my name is George. I am playing William Grows-Matrices. He is a rune of the Glasswalkers.
Last time, Dimitri challenged for the rank of Elder, moving through and finally performing a great task, though discovering that he still had the corrupt ancestor of Samuel Haight roaming in his mind. Meanwhile, Cora went to Denmark and was able to gain access to a Jarl hammer, and has now returned, while the rest continue to train their bodies up, learn from the spirits, and got some well-deserved rest. But the apocalypse approaches, and it seems Rorg's Talon is coming in faster than even the Great Spirit expected. And so now the packs must go to the heavens, find the bow that was taken onto Rorg's Talon, and slow the great asteroid down so that there is a chance for Gaia's defenders. The Pax then went to the Aetherial Realm and met up with young Sven, who had grown up immeasurably since the last time they saw him, speaking of his thoughts. The Pax now must go into the Deep Umbra to confront the Talon of Rorg. After your time with Sven, you once again meet up with Moonsinger and Darkstar. They are reminding you to take these flower fetishes. They'd already given some to Zeb, as they tell you that these fetishes will allow you to breathe in the Deep Umbra. Sometimes there are pockets of air, sometimes your mind allows you to breathe without needing to breathe, but these will guarantee that you do not asphyxiate in the Deep Umbra, which is beyond even here, as they remind you. And as Sirius goes, there are gateways to the Deep Umbra as well. They are different than the gateways you took when you had the child, for you remained in this near realm and dealt with minor representations of the celestial spirits. But as you know, Eshtara is not Gaia. She is only a part of Gaia, a single representation. Nurgle is not Mars. He is but a single aspect of the Celestian Mars. You have dealt with the walking gods known as Incarna, and you may come across spirits that are greater than them still. Be warned, the wild is still powerful in the Deep Umbra as well, beyond the constant naming of the Weaver. And finally, the realm is a blend of the mind, space, and the stars. It is a place where you must have purpose and a goal in mind, or you may be lost forever. Focus on your goal, and if there are things that pull you away, for it is also a place of visions, try and integrate it into the goal in your mind, because to do so will allow you to return home. Your goal, my suggestion being, is to envision the mountain, and envision the bow, and then envision your way back. Those will allow you to move in this place and not fear being trapped, for it will likely take you days, possibly weeks, to travel across the stars, and so you must constantly be ready. And it is likely that you will have to feed on your own gnosis, as there will not be food to feed upon in the Deep Umbra to sustain your bodies.
I don't have any questions. Anyone else?
Follow me. as he takes you to the gateway and is impressive. It is crafted of silver and starlight, glittering even here above the clouds, shaping them and calling out. There's this strange sort of stone upon it. It is a spiritual slingshot. It takes Gnosis, but will fling you deep into the Umbra, the Deep Umbra, allowing you to travel a bit faster in the initial leg of your journey. I highly recommend it, though I understand if there's fears about this, given that your Gnosis will also be your food while traveling out amongst the stars.
Out of character question, food for a day basically being Gnosis. How many Gnosis is that?
1 Gnosis points gives you about a week's worth of food.
Okay. Alright. I'm down for the slingshot. How much is the slingshot?
It's just a Gnosis.
Oh, easy. I'm down for the slingshot.
Mark's down for the slingshot too. Or is it just one for everybody?
No, everyone's got to spend their own.
Okay.
I mean, it'll speed things up, so I don't see why not.
Alright, let's go.
You all spend a point of Gnosis as you touch the thing, and this spiritual net almost captures you and launches you through the gateway as you shoot through it, as 1,000 colors beam through your eyes, as you sense the colors glowing in your bones. You see your bones glowing through your skin and your flesh as you are flying through the darkness, as you launch through the abyss, passing the celestial spirit of Luna, looming. Blasts of color erupt all around you, every hue beaming from the sun. The warm, cool light of the warm, powerful warrior light of Katanka Sonak is only one aspect of the light, and there is 1,000 different ones, each one likely caught in the form of a spiritual incarna lighting your bodies and glowing. The members of ill omens, your wings seem to turn to the same color of glass as they capture the reflecting light and gleam in this place, showing you the ways of the solar winds for travel. And behind you, you see this true spiritual representation of Gaia, giving you a strange sense of calm. It's not all of her, but it is a part. The lines of men disappearing, glistening clouds, oceans moving. The desert's a little smaller, the woods a bit denser, even you can tell that from here. It is a perfect emerald and sapphire glistening in the vast reaches of this void with shimmering auroras off in the distance of infinite possibility. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna meditate on what he was suggested to meditate upon and continue.
Alright, to try and get a reading of where Rorg's talent is, I will need from one person, you guys choose, to either do Perception Alertness, Diff 9, Perception Occult, Diff 8, or Perception Science, Diff 7. Each roll will represent about 2 days, and it will get you your bearings in heading towards Rorg's Talon.
I'm at 6 diff 9 for that roll, so probably not me.
I'm 7 diff 7.
Okay, that's not bad. I got 7 for the diff 8.
Yeah, I'm tied with you, George, for 7 at diff 7. So why don't you do the honors?
Okay.
You're starting to get your bearings. You're going to need a total of 10 successes through your searching, but this takes about 2 days. As you're moving through the heavens for the next 2 days, something strange comes to you. It is a spirit with 100 hands at one point, one hand at another. It is crafted of onyx with a single eye and speaks in a soft whisper as it looks at you, and you all feel a hand, though not necessarily all see a hand, gently caress your faces as you hear in your mind a soft, chittering voice. Warm and soft to the touch. So novel. What brings you here, travelers?
Just passing through.
Passing through, your comets! Of course, I'm sorry, I just noticed as he grabs Dimitri's crown's form and tugs. I just saw your tails, I apologize for my ignorance. Well, you're going the wrong way. Gravity deems you should go this way as he tugs you towards the earth with a sharp jolt. I'm happy to help, though.
Is this like the umbral manifestation of a black hole, Keegan?
No, actually. This seems to be some sort of umbral manifestation of something else. It's because it's so many things.
It's so many things that it's changing constantly. I mean, I know I got your visual description of it, but I guess through Zeb's perception of what
dark,
things exist in the Umbra.
Yeah, it's dark. Right. It has 1 to a billion eyes. It has multiple hands and seems to touch you, even if you can't necessarily see it when it caressed you.
Is this a gravity spirit?
Doesn't seem to be. You could do an intelligence occult, diff 8.
Good. That's 7 dice. Skip.
It's a spirit of humanity's dream of the possibilities of the cosmos. Whether it moves in one direction or 1,000, if it's infinite, or if it's contained, it's all of these things. But because humans know that gravity pulls, and that is firmly incorporated within the spirit's knowledge and domain and its perception, and it viewing you as comets, it believed that it must pull you in your proper path via gravity.
All right, what's the line here? Out of character, tell them we're astronauts.
Explorers.
I was thinking that, like,
Perfect.
explorers.
Perfect.
We're not comets, we're explorers.
Yeah. You misunderstood, my friend. We are explorers. We are attempting to reach beyond what we have ever reached before. New and novel.
Wonderful. That is very impressive. Great explorers, could you leave something behind? You always leave such wonderful things in my belly when you go off, whether they're strange multi-wheeled vehicles or pieces of your spaceship. You have even given your lives the greatest sacrifice to knowing the beyond. Your dogs, your chimps, I have seen them all and I have wept at their beauty.
Got blood, you know. I don't need as much as I've got.
Okay.
We could even just have a very pretty Talon that we leave behind before you start slicing yourself open, you creep.
Look, man.
I was
might
gonna
need
suggest
that later.
art.
I'm with Zeb here. I think I have a very pretty moon glow that we can leave.
As the hands move out and reach it, they caress it gently, and he goes, "Is this how you see part of me?" As he draws it into his heart, and a moon forms there as it constantly waxes and wanes in rhythmic pattern. Great explorers, I hope you find what you seek, for if I can see and appear to be even a fraction of the beauty you have shown me and how you view your night sky, then I know the universe's beauty will truly entice you in ways that I could never imagine.
Mark will bob his head and go, "You're welcome."
That's lovely.
And then we'll need another perception science roll from old William for the next 2 days.
I will begrudgingly admit that was better than blood.
See, I was just gonna suggest art and like something from imagination, and that way we could give something and not lose too much.
All right, that's 6 out of 10.
Blood for Gaia.
All right, that's 6. We'll need one more, or hopefully one more.
One can hope.
One is.
9 out of 10.
God damn it.
It's another 2 days. Oh, got it. Look at you go. You're able to get your bearings, and you're able to go in the direction that you remember seeing the position of the Earth, the Sun, and things like that in reverse from the satellite you were on when you faced the Good Doctor. And so you'll be able to start moving in that direction. And so we're going to take the worst out of all of you. And I am going to need an intelligence athletics, diff 7, and each roll represents a week of travel. All right, so it's a 7. So who out of the 7s wants to do it?
Tyler.
Oh, you're too kind.
I advise that the alpha does it.
The chosen of her gender.
Was that a diff 7?
Diff 7.
Perfect.
So after a week, you start moving as you start going through, as you're maybe about halfish way to Mars, maybe, hopefully. It's hard to tell. The distances are a little strange, but there are fragments of star debris and almost like full continents worth of stone here in space. Yes. As you start moving through, and luckily you have all these things here because there's something moving. It's like a centipede, and it bends light around it, sniffing. And all of you lose, well, everyone spend 1 gnosis for eating, because it's been a week. And then everyone needs to make a willpower roll, diff 9.
Oof. I'm gonna Lagomorph's Boon, one of my ones.
Alright, so Kyle, because you're Lagomorph's Boon, William, and Dimitri, you guys don't lose anything. And Mark. Cora and Zeb, you lose 1 point of willpower, as it's literally drawn from you into this void. It's almost a shimmering light of stars, and the thing kind of turns its knot head, and its mouth opens, and you see the faces of 100 burning stars with little faces on it, screaming and being absorbed in the darkness within its mouth. It does seem quite powerful.
No. Agreed.
Yeah, we'll definitely run away.
Yeah.
Alright, into athletics, diff 6 from everyone. Alright, looks like you all get away, thankfully. But as you get into one of the continent-sized things, the thing starts to travel, and you hear it grinding into the same continent thing you are in, just at a different end. It will eat this whole thing to try and find you. What do you guys want to do? You have a couple moments to strategize to try and escape this thing.
Just think escape.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's a pretty good call there, George. Yeah, I think it's going to be visualizing getting to the mountain and pulling away from whatever the fuck this is as fast as possible.
Yeah, action could lead to distraction.
Yeah,
so
just
I think
take me there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or get there now.
Escaping to the mountain, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go. Perfect.
Wonderful. Okay, can I get an intelligence occult from the highest?
I got 7 for that.
I got 9. What's the diff?
It's not me.
We're gonna do diff 7.
Got this.
Yeah. Don't say that. Don't do that to me. This
Oh, no, never. I said the G word. I said the G word.
This has not been a good night. So. All right. 3 successes.
As your eyes light up and you see a light path deeper into the continent. As you start trekking for hours before you do a sudden drop and you shoot out the bottom, and as you do that, you notice that the thing is moving up, and you had just narrowly avoided it as you were able to continue on your journey. And now we will need another intelligence athletics from Kyle for the representation of the journey. Excellent. You travel another week. Another point of gnosis spent as you're getting closer and closer to the moons of Mars. You've been traveling for about 14 days before you can finally continue on, and we'll need 1 more roll from Kyle. Excellent. So,
Do I know how many we need total?
each one just represents good travel. You only need 1 success for this to work.
Okay.
Yes. Failure just adds more time. So, as you continue on, you're just starting to pass Mars. A couple more mini continents before you see kind of a spirit meditating upon one of these floating hills as its eyes open, and it looks at you all, and then its eyes snap to Zeb. I've been waiting for you. The spirit appears like that of an ape with mossy fur and the tail of a serpent.
And what can I do for you?
I came out here long ago. I came here to find, to search. I came here and became lost, for I sought someone, or I wanted to be sought, even if it was by mistake. And I've seen the connection in all things and grown closer to Chimera, though my spiritual brood was once of owl, once a great jackal spirit that roamed the Deep Umbra. I am deeply changed, and I've come to give you something, a last gift. For Anthelios even radiates here in the Deep Umbra, and it grows stronger. This power, the connections, flesh and spirit, time and space, and even the Triad, and how they need one another. This right I give to you, to teach as many as you can before the day's end. Zeb Speaks-in-Sweet-Whisper. Zeb, Thurge Herder. Zeb, Star Seeker. As it places its hand on your chest, Zeb, and you instantly gain the right of spirit union.
Oh my god. Alright.
Okay. I'm gonna look that up.
It was lost centuries ago, as you both know, and it has been just rediscovered by you. You open up your flesh to take in a spirit, and you fuse with that spirit. Mechanically, it correlates with ranks, so a Cleoth or Fostern could merge possibly with a Gaffling spirit, while an Adrian or Athro could merge with a Jagling, and Elders could potentially petition an Incarna to fuse with their flesh. And so the player then distributes the spirit's Gnosis rating dots among their attributes in any combination they want, though no attribute can be more than double their Hamid form's ratings. They gain access to all the spirit's charms, spending points of Gnosis in place of Essence when appropriate. The player can spend from the spirit's Gnosis, Rage, and Willpower points as if they were the Garu's own. You gain a ban, similar to the one imposed by the spirit, that you must abide. Violations causes the spirit to immediately rip free from you, and you suffer unsoakable dices of aggravated damage equal to the spirit's Rage rating. So if you get an Incarna, that might just mean instant death. You can end the union safely at any time by spending 1 willpower point and taking a level of lethal damage. The instability of the union means that you risk burning yourself out from the inside if you keep it going for too long. For every scene after the first that the rite is in effect, you must roll Rage with a cumulative +1 difficulty every time. If you frenzy as -1 difficulty, obviously. If you frenzy as a result, then after the frenzy ends, you suffer unsoakable dice of aggravated damage equal to your own rage and expel the spirit forcefully. And you are likely to lose renown if you do that.
You honor me greatly, Kin. Where will you go from here?
I think I would like to return home. I have seen the starlit path of whence you came, to go that way. But once I return, I believe all that I have learned will be lost as I shed a form that is no longer compatible with what I can be in the near Umbra, and I do require my mother to know me.
Do you remember who you were before?
That I was a jackal spirit, that I crossed the plains, but my name has been lost for quite some time. I came here trying to follow knowledge, instructed by a great coyote who said that through losing myself, I would find something old, and by giving the old to the new, I could reclaim what I had once lost. I think the prank was, what I once lost was the form that I was inhabiting when I went into the Deep Umbra following his advice.
Not to put you on the spot, Zeb will ask him, or the spirit, for what their name is now, only to say, so I might tell the tale of a very successful prank, and honor your kin when I return back. Hopefully.
The spirit starts to meditate. He meditates for like a good 15-20 minutes before his eyes open and goes, I was known as Desert's Fang in a previous life.
Travel well, my friend. And Zeb will like kind of point the way up, unless Tyler's got something.
Yeah. Can I understand this conversation, first of all?
Do you have spirit speech?
I do not.
No.
Okay.
Well, there will be the point where Zeb will kind of point as if to gesture back where to go.
Oh, okay.
That's fair. If you opt to interrupt Zeb,
is he going back the way we came?
He does intend to, yes.
You should warn him about what we saw, what we ran into.
Okay. There is a great destructive beast, a thing that would tear away at what exists here, what we ran from. Be aware that it does not see you. You catch its attention. I believe that you will still possess the guile and cunning that you are known for and will regain it quickly. But it is a predator that is out there to be avoided to make it home.
Thank you. There are many such things. The void holds many worm creatures in a more pure form of destruction, though its corruption is felt even here. Be careful. Do not move too far into the Deep Umbra on your journey, lest you accidentally fall into Malfeas, the closest of the outer realms that can sometimes still touch Gaia's near realms.
Safety on your journey as well. May you reach Gaia's arms.
Alright, Kyle. Let's get another roll for you. Roll number 3, right?
4. I
4,
believe.
wonderful. Thank you. Alright. Then it's been 28 days. You're past Mars as you're well in just the expanse of the cosmos here. Lights shimmering, all that. This is a place with cosmic rays and ideas and just possibilities to some degree. You also know that the Weaver exists out here, and there are places of pure calcification. Luckily, you are still close enough to Gaia's realm to hopefully avoid those, but you're nervous because you do hear the chittering of various spirits just outside the peripheries of your perceptions, and the glow in your bones dims with your fears. Can I get another roll, Kyle? You're getting very close. You see the mountain, you see the claw in the distance. It has a slight light to it. It's still several days away, but it's now seeable. Now I'll need one more.
I will I will use my more spoon one more time.
Okay. As you do that and you get close to the Talon, it is incredible. It doesn't look like an asteroid here in the Umbra. It looks like a great mountain falling from the sky. The front of it an ice-capped peak with 100 billion wild spirits swarming around it, imparting the ether of the skies like the sea, and behind it great fire belching out from 2 massive wildlings that appear to be a blend of an undersea anemone, a flower, and a volcano, shooting flames and causing the mountain to speed down. I will now need from everyone in Intelligence Athletics, Diff 9, to try and land on this rocketing mountain unharmed. You
I
guys
must
kinda-
spend a will to negate a botch.
Sure. You guys kicked the shit out of that for the most part.
Zeb's not used to flying.
This
I figure we're breaking Atmo, and Atmo is a bunch of wild spirits.
kind of, yeah, it's that, and it is just like this swirling chaos as Zeb loses his footing and takes a point of ag as he hits down hard. His femurs shoot out from the bottom of his leg up through his kneecap, popping it out as he regenerates the form of his leg back, but the internal damage is still there and will require some time to heal. There are tons of spirits here. If I could get a intelligence occult diff 6. Zeb, you recognize several. Zeb and Mark, you notice several spirits. You notice specifically the Gyres, which are spirits of rebirth, death and rebirth, of renewal. Spirits that appear like light circles, forming almost Mobius strips, and Ouroboros floating through the air, chatterers, angry spirits of the wild that it sometimes uses to do battle. They appear like massive gray slugs with hundreds of thousands of mouths on them. Some of the mouths appear human in shape, some bestial, and some altogether strange, giving shouts and screams. You do know that these spirits are incredibly dangerous, for they can scream and cause infinite madness. Sands of time, spirits of time, as some believe that the wild created time itself. For if the Weaver had any say, time would simply stop and never move forward nor backwards. They are able to age things, including Garu, up years if you are not careful around these spirits and their whims. And more importantly, Twisters. Some of the most powerful spirits. They are living tornadoes of constant changing colors, shapes, and the like. They are able to break reality with their mere thoughts, and they gain and lose every charm in existence at random intervals, making them incredibly dangerous. Let's see. I'm gonna roll a die real quick. Zeb, in your plummet from space, you saw something else, something that drives fear in your heart. You're not sure if what you saw was real or not, but the mere possibility of it draws a cold sweat from you. It is a spirit that is like of a silhouette, constantly changing in height and form, but never being able to see it, not truly. You've heard legends of them, creatures from the Deep Umbra that the wild created to be both unique and free from the Weaver, as well as its greatest weapon. They are called the Nameless. They are powerful spirits that can steal the name of others and cause all the Weaver within them to implode upon themselves and explode out in pure wild energy, possibly creating another Nameless in its death throes.
If only to complicate things, I think I saw something. And Zeb will relay very succinctly what that thing is. However, look around you. If you pick it out, it might be too late.
This place is incredible.
It is. Let's keep the mountain in mind, eh?
Right.
I say keep a picture of the mountain and the bow in our heads without any issues clouding the image in our brains.
Mark, you feel something on you. Real uncomfortable.
Is it on my face?
No,
okay.
no. It's on your side. It's kind of
okay.
like a linking, clicking, like sliding.
I'm just gonna take a gander.
Your magpie swag has turned into a creature with like a pelican's throat, holding all of your items, with the face of a magpie and the legs of a spider with its flapping wings and an umbilical cord that is turned into the strap of the satchel wrapped around you as it's trying to break away.
Oh man.
Get nice. To please stay. I don't know.
No, we don't want this happening, guys.
Just focus on stabilizing yourself.
Yep, I'll focus on that. I'll focus on, no, my backpack isn't trying to leave. It's gonna stay with me while we get to the mountain with the weapon.
Father, I wish to be born. Let me go.
Don't worry, son. You'll be born on the mountain.
We are on the mountains, Father.
As it flaps and the umbilical cord rips, spewing a bit of blood as it starts crawling away.
Father, would you like your things?
I would love my things, son. And I'll catch them. Just, great. Be free, son. Be free.
Congratulations, it's a boy.
Mark will do his best to just put everything in pockets and whatnot, bandoliering and whatnot. You see 5 blood ices on him, bandolier style, like some sort of Garu freedom fighter.
Well, you know that the mountain hit face first, so the bow is likely towards the frozen peaks. So you start making your way there. The ice is thick, and the winds are horrifying. Can I get a stamina check from everyone?
Div 6?
Yes.
We'll spend a will part to negate a botch on that one.
That's not a botch anyway. You got 1 success.
Yeah, it is.
No, you rolled a success.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you
oh,
rolled
it's true. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
I just failed. All right.
Yeah, you just failed. Same with old William. So you both take, luckily this is not a non-botchable roll, but you both do take 3 points of bashing damage, and Dimitri takes 1 from just the wind, the cold, the like on your persons. And now, for whoever has the best perception investigation or perception survival, both diff 7, to try and find the bow here.
I'll go with
I do not believe that would be me.
our truth on this.
Oh,
Cause
what's yours,
my rolls have not been
William?
good.
I said I don't think it's going to be me.
Oh, got it. Okay,
I think it is going to be our truth.
it's gonna be you, Dimitri.
Oh, boy, howdy. Oh, what's the difficulty?
7.
7. 3 successes.
You do find the bow, but it takes a bit of time, so I do need everyone to roll stamina diff 6 again, due to the buffeting winds.
Oh.
Alright, Dimitri and Zeb, you take 1 point of bashing damage, and you were able to claim the bow. is a powerful bow with 2 spirits bound to it. A spirit of the earth and air mixed together to create a great windstorm to cut through any other storm for anything that is sent from it.
Question.
Yes.
When you say cut through it, does that like imply that it like dissipates it, or does it just like find a path through the storm to the other side?
Well, given that this is a bow meant to kill the Storm Eater, I'm gonna throw out it's probably the first one.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Because that also implies that maybe we could use that for that
Right.
giant storm that's happening in the Umbra.
But you also know, right, that you have a looking glass that will allow you to see the center and the weak point of the Storm Eater, so it might also be that it shoots through the storm and hits that specific spot as well. So it could be either one based on all the other items you have as well.
A scope of true sight of some kind.
It's like hide in the tent, look through the scope, put the arrow in the bow, fire the arrow, right?
Yep.
Simple, right?
Alright, there's still 2 massive wild spirit engines
Yes.
on this mountain. What would you all like to do?
Going to roll regeneration here to try to get some of this bashing off.
You get to do that as soon as you
bows
leave
and
the you leave the frozen area, because you're still they're getting aggravated from the wind
So,
buffeting
gotcha.
you. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yep. Fair enough.
Kind of while we're on the move, I'm going to pose to Zebulon that is Rorg trying to reseed Gaia with wild spirits with the amount that we're seeing here?
I would only assume that this thing hurling through the cosmos got a lot of wild spirits' attention, and whatever it broke off from to begin to move would have been something that's purely wild. So I don't think it was necessarily a reseeding, because these things are all over the place, but you break an entity out there, it flies across the cosmos and rams into Gaia, and everything dies. A lot of wild stuff would come with it. That's a pretty changing event, right? So
Right.
maybe a little bit, but a lot of this thing I think was more just part of it and not necessarily part of the plan.
More understandable, lends more credence to Rorg.
Alright, as you get out of there, you guys start to heal relatively quickly, thankfully. 1 stamina roll should cover all of your regeneration. And that's diff... because you have some time to focus on it, it's diff 7. Alright, you both regenerate all the damage. Start making your way down south. It's as close as south as a fucking flying mountain is. As you start getting closer and you see the wild spirits here, they're huge. They're the same size as 5-story buildings. What's the plan?
So they're anchored in place, right?
Yes, they've got like roots growing in here.
Would it be so? Zeb's thinking as he's looking at, and whatever the cosmology behind this would be possibly having one of them move, versus destroying it, versus anything else counter to its nature. But that's what he's looking at, the possibility of, ordering it to move, or somehow spiritually commanding it. Is it possible for them to move at this point, or are they too much a part of the thing to be movable?
They're rooted in, but roots move, potentially, especially from a wild spirit. It is worth a try.
If we moved them, though, would that change the trajectory too much?
It would almost be perfect to have one of them on the other side, as if it were slowing it down. Right? Which is the most ideal versus, well, I have another idea, which is just extremely difficult. And then there's the extremely dangerous, which might be having to battle this thing or otherwise affect it.
Could you convince them to take turns?
That could work, truthfully. Because I guess Keegan, that's the thing. Are they acting? They're wild spirits. I guess it's probably purely chaotic, but whatever they're doing it at full. And it is hurtling this thing that much faster, right?
Yeah, it's going full tilt. Basically, it changed from this thing taking 1.5 years. If these things stay on here, it'll take maybe 6 months.
You could theoretically try to have one of them go to sleep, or command it to sleep.
I was going to say maybe a command spirit might be in order. I had a thought of, what are they rooted, in? Is it like mountain?
Yeah, like the rock of the mountain.
There could be the possibility that through ritual and command, we could try to command one of these things to be inert for a bit. That it's not the time. And we could maybe have one of the time spirits possibly help us do that. That might do it. So part of that could be there'd be a ritual that we would have a time spirit assist us in placing this thing. And in the duration of the cosmos, that moment might not be very long, but in a moment where it exists at a different time where it's asleep, or we just try to put it to sleep by commanding it to do so. That would still be a hell of a ritual because these are extremely powerful, and it is not necessarily. Well, the one's like a volcano spirit, Keegan. Well, it's many different things. One of its aspects is if it were a volcano spirit blasting. Okay.
Correct. At least in appearance, right?
In appearance, whatever it's doing, we'd possibly have it sleep, or straight up convince it to do something else.
I mean, I have Spirit Friend. Go up to just talk to it. Buddy, you mind taking a nap? Kind of loud.
I mean, we can talk to it no matter what. I don't think it's doing its task, right?
Well, Spirit Friend would make it like way more amicable for like suggestions from me.
Sure.
Kind of like a group decision here. I'll totally do it if everyone's okay with it.
I either think the best way about this is to either just force it to sleep or to shift its propulsion to a different trajectory, which I don't think is possible.
What question kind of on mechanics here, Keegan. When it comes to the spirit, I guess, is it doing their version of Spirit Blast, where this thing is like just releasing like unique, as if, or is
unique,
it some kind of crazy effect?
Unique charm, basically.
Okay. Well, because the thing is the possibility of doing malleable spirit, and then my question was basically saying, okay, if I either adjust its characteristics or its disposition. I don't think disposition is an issue. Either it's adjusting the characteristics of the spirit or actually changing its type seem to be the only options. And I was thinking about the characteristics first might be the better way before I like...
Yeah.
And that would be rage. I would lower its rage.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that would work.
Okay. If only for theatrical effects, so this actually works. I will spend a Gnosis and a Willpower to take on Form of the Pharaoh, which just raises all of my social stats to 6, and it gives me Guru Krinos stats as a Hamid, and then Zeb's just 8 foot tall, and he looks like a pharaoh from Egypt, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Zeb will take on Form of the Pharaoh, and then I will begin to intone ritualistically as if to start should this take some time, because the plan would still be to have the spirit of changing its nature, and then if I need to command it to be calm or to stop, then he will, but that'll be determining on how malleable spirit goes. So Zeb will do malleable spirit. For them, it's a resisted Gnosis roll, diff my Gnosis, or diff 10.
Okay.
For Zeb, it's a Gnosis roll, diff 6.
Okay, perfect. So their diff is your Gnosis?
Correct.
And they roll theirs. You succeed.
Okay, I have 3 successes, which allows me to do 1 point per success. I will change 3 rage to 3 willpower for one of them.
Excellent. Okay. So it's rage that's coming down, and you see the flame starting to go down.
All right. I think Zeb's going to do it one more time.
Okay.
To the other one or the same one?
I guess is there a science roll that maybe I need to do here to figure out how much I need to try to reduce this? What's happening right now? To make sure.
Yeah, you could do a science roll. Yeah.
Okay. What would be the diff there, Keegan?
Gonna go, because it's a high stress situation, I'm gonna go 8.
Okay.
8.
And I might have William help me out here if my calculations are wrong. So we'll both do the calculations and make sure that we're accurate by both, maybe coming to the same conclusion.
It was intelligence what? I'm sorry.
It's intelligence science difficulty 8.
Gotcha.
I was really concerned if I was going to botch that you would roll better than me and be like, oh god, but I think we're okay.
Yeah, just to help.
All right, excellent. The math tracks.
All right, cool. So you do know that you need to bring it down more on both of them to make it go back to kind of like close to normal speed. It's still gonna, because of how fast it's gone already, it's already reduced the time to probably 9-10 months from now to when it's gonna possibly hit.
Okay. All right, we'll make another. I'll do the other one this time.
Okay.
And try to slow them down a little bit to start.
4 on you.
Okay, and it'll be the same thing. 4 rage will become 4 willpower.
Wonderful.
From the other spirit.
As you see kind of the roots disappearing, as the spirit starts to change to become more mobile, almost.
Okay.
Growing like leaves and such.
All right, and then one more. I mean, based off the math here, one more time.
Yep.
Okay. Or I guess maybe for each of them. There we are. Okay. And I'll probably do a split there between Gnosis and Willpower, but 6 Rage
Okay.
Lord.
Perfect. As the spirit comes down, it starts to gain more consciousness too. Its mind seems to grow, and it starts growing eyes and ears.
And beautiful Zebulon kind of speak to it to a moment. Oh, soothing and reassuring. You're so important. You're doing something powerful and important, and your name must be remembered. Zeb will ask for its name, whether it matters or not, or their names. And only do that as if to salve what I've just done to them.
Yes. They give you their names. They're odd, garbled noises that you're going to have trouble repeating with human, wolf, or Garu vocal cords.
I've never heard something so beautiful in my life. I shall contemplate on this for some time.
As they seem to take a deep sigh, and because that sigh, energy is released from the sides of them, and you are all blown off the mountain into the cosmos as you start twirling and falling, and then you're all on the ground, and you see yourselves in the penumbra of Sacred Stone.
That was amazing.
Well done, everyone. My second option was Cora beating it off the asteroid and just kicking it out into space, so this worked far better than that, although I have all the faith in the world she could have done that.
As you guys land, and you see Steven going, "Hey, Merry Almost Christmas."
Merry almost Christmas, buddy.
Let me help you up, bud, as
Good to
he
be back.
takes his arm, pulls you each up.
We found it.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Soon. Not too soon. World's going to shit, man.
What happened while we were gone?
I was listening to some of the Glasswalkers who came down from the former Steel Mountain. They're starting to get antsy. I guess lots of people dying in their homes in Europe. They just were not ready for the cold snap with the Amok dying, and so their energy systems, power systems got really taxed. So people froze in their houses. There's war happening now because of the Great American Power Vacuum. So, folks are hoarding energy, so no one sent energy to Europe. So parts of France, things like that, they're just hurting real bad. The UK hit like a truck from the cold, from my understanding. Whole sets of crops going up, and it's going to be hard for them to do any kind of farming this coming year too. Not that it matters with a giant fucking mountain falling around us.
Yeah, it's hard to take some of those human concerns as seriously when I know what's going to happen. But still.
They matter now.
The suffering is, yes, they matter now.
Yeah. And then, huge famine in India. Just their whole weather patterns seem to have gotten borked up. Massive crop die-off, and then once again, because no one's really trading, they're dying in groves, and the worm is growing stronger there. Europe, it's growing stronger in here as people are trying to hoard what they have, but, trying to help each other. We're still working hard to make sure folks here look out for one another, and I gotta take a step back because my rage makes it real hard for the kin to do what they do, and I just gotta trust in them to make sure, I just gotta trust in them to know that they know what they're doing, and I don't have to loom, right?
I mean, come on, man. That's a lot of what you've talked about before and what they were asking for too. They didn't need us there to be looming and pushing them around and treating them like breeding stock, right?
Oh yeah,
You've either you got them built up as best you can. We're still gonna take care of everything we can for them, but sometimes a mom and a dad and their family, they know best what they need to do to make sure their family makes it. A lot of this other stuff is the bigger stuff that we're here to handle now. I think you've done an amazing job, Steve.
Yeah, but sometimes the little stuff makes a bigger impact over the long term than the big shows. That's what I've always learned.
You're not wrong, right? That's what it means, that you're actually rooted in some kind of reality like a normal human being. If I told them I just went into space to get a bow, that isn't food on the table or a blanket or getting them out of jail, right? I understand. I have so little connection sometimes. Yes, most assuredly.
Well, I can't tell you how much it means to me that you're here helping take care of things while we're off fucking around in the cosmos.
Well, fucking around in the cosmos. Would you guys like to help with the project? Matthias is here too, helping.
Matthias? Okay.
Yeah,
Of course.
After all the fighting and stuff like that, folks' homes got crushed, and well, there's some kin and some of their non-kin friends who got construction experience, and they're offering to help, but they can't really move a lot of the materials. So I was thinking a little Glabro Krynos action in the night, carrying some lumber across the city to construction sites we need to go to.
Gladly help you with that.
I understand.
Sounds great.
Let's do it.
I'm on the shoulder with my giant Krynos hand.
Is there a reason you don't want to steal a truck? You normally love stealing.
A lot of the trucks are being used, and we don't want the possibility of a camera to catch that, right? With us and our gifts, we can use jam technology and things like that in our group to block out any sort of traffic cameras so we don't get caught, we don't fuck up the veil, and there's no chance of it coming down on the kin.
All right, let's do it then.
But if you're really heartbroken about it, we can go to the police station afterwards and just fuck up a whole lot of cops.
Oh, something easy like that would be great. I'm down for that too.
Are there peacekeepers now here in Colorado Springs too?
Yeah. They at least pull the trigger when they see a bear. It fucking hurts.
Are they as shitty?
Yeah, man, a cop's a cop. Whether they're deployed with the word Army, Navy, or Marine on it, if they're here to promote law and order and that's just kicking fucking poor people, pieces of shit who need to be dealt with.
Well, speaking of blood-sucking leeches, what about the leeches? Oh, this has certainly got the vampires.
They're staying out of it for the most part. They're keeping to the truce. They don't fuck with us. We don't fuck with them.
Yeah, like that.
They got their own fucking problems with trying to feed on people when the nightlife is dying because of these peacekeepers as well. Anyway, shall we get to work? Matthias will be happy to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
You guys go, and Matthias sees you and he gives you all kind of a big pat. Long time no see, though it seems like we're crossing paths more and more frequently.
One of our favorite faces to cross paths with.
Alright, and then Steven promised beers after this, so I don't know where he got the money.
Well, that doesn't matter. He got the beers. It's fine.
Best not to ask.
As he goes, I'm glad you asked. There was a police union event, and bears love beer, as it turns out.
The joke is in there that these ones do. Get it? Because bear.
Yeah. We get it, Cora.
Wow, Cora. Did Zeb give you his stick? Is it really uncomfortable back there?
It's super uncomfortable. Definitely need that beer.
A few cosmic horrors we gotta depressurize from our sights.
Gotcha. As you guys go to like 3 a.m, just moving shit until, there's probably too many cars to be doing this no more. You all ship to Hamid, head back to Sacred Stone as Steven pulls out the cooler and goes, they paid for the good stuff. There you go. And this one here. This one is brewed with the crystal-like rivers of Colorado with the finest ingredients. I hope it's good.
Bet it tastes like this.
It tastes pretty okay. Not $10.
Mark will reach for one. Hey, now that's that patriotic brew. That's patriotic prices.
And it should be 5 fucking cents. Here you go, Kyle, buddy. I know you like the double-fisted as he hands you 2.
Always a party animal, you know me.
And Zeb, this is a wine. I don't know, you seem sophisticated like that.
Zeb will shake out a smoke for him in return.
Oh shit, yeah, I hate these. But he pockets it anyway.
Yep.
Here you go, Dimitri. Here you go. Sorry that you can't get any buzz on it. I don't have any Fianna artifacts on me right now.
That's okay, I'll forgive you this time.
You do it for the taste anyway, right, buddy? But you
I just like the company.
Then you get the IPA.
I don't know anything about beer, so that's perfect.
How does Dimitri feel about IPAs after that first sip?
I'm sorry, that was out of character. I don't know anything about beers, so...
IPAs
So the
are
proper
awful.
response.
The proper response is, who pissed in these hops?
To be
Only
fair, I think all beer is just trash.
No.
Oh, beer.
No, but IPA. I'm with
I
you,
don't
George.
like beer.
I guess
No,
in that
I
case,
understand,
Dimitri-
George, but even non-beer people who try IPAs will even go, this is
Yes.
particularly bad.
Particularly bad.
Yes, I will also agree with that, but all beer is piss water.
I guess in that case, Dimitri
You're
will
young.
say, Steven, have you decided you hate me or did you piss in the bottle?
You said that you liked the company. I thought that would
I
carry
meant
you
one
through the
guy.
beer.
I meant you guys.
Mark will shotgun his.
As Matthias is sipping his, and it's like, don't worry, Dimitri, here you go. Pulls out a better one. Gets you a cider.
Thank you.
Went back to South
Yeah, you know
America.
those Colorado ones. Oh yeah.
Remember that glasswalker that tried to take me?
Yeah?
Had to fight him. Came back, changed. Not quite robotic, but his spirit form was a calcified cocoon, partially machine in his umbral form, and he spoke in a strange voice, like he was possessed by something.
We all turned to look at William like, the fuck did you guys do again?
You, didn't happen to get any spiders in your eyes, did you?
No, but I did end up killing him. It's very strange. He was very reclusive because it looked like he couldn't change out of his Krenos form.
That's the stasis part, man.
Zeb,
The Weaver at work.
Zeb and Mark, you know of something. You've heard of it, anyway. A drone. It is like a Fomori, but for the Weaver.
We'll season the conversation with that bit of info. Sounds like a drone.
Yeah, but went back. He was in South America. I think he was looking for ties to my lineage or something. Something was driving him to search my family history, even though most of my family came from Scotland. But I bet the Scottish stock probably had a little too much black spiral in it to be useful to whatever his purpose was.
Did you learn anything from that?
A little bit. It looks like several went underground, and a Macaulay came to me and said, I need to spread the word of seeking forgiveness to the Garu. That one will come soon once enough Garu have shown remorse for the War of Rage and guide... it sounded really weird. Send us into the past to save the future?
That is the second time I've heard this.
Really?
But this is coming to you too, eh?
Yeah, well, it was from a Macaulay. Told me that its elder was going to come and search for something. Interesting, right?
We might be up for a trip soon, my friend. We'll see. Very interesting.
Yeah, I'm sticking here for another month, I think. And then I'm going to take my trek out and talk to a few Karens. A couple Fianna Karens, I think. They listen to me a little more than you. Get the needle moving. They're keeping an eye on some of their grave sites, though.
I can imagine. Though,
But
sorry, if you need to move the needle a little more, I'm sure we can help persuade our various tribes.
please do. Some sort of active and open show of regret. That's what they're looking for.
Oh, active.
This wasn't really clear on that. Just active. Some sort of, maybe a ritual. The rite of contrition and speak the sins of the War of Rage. Something like that. I know there's a Macaulay Wallow down in Louisiana, from what I heard from Tranquil Swamp when I was down there. Maybe go to some of them, gift them fetishes or something like that. Who knows?
Well, I mean, could try and reclaim a cairn for them.
That would do it too. Almost certainly.
Or if we could find one, give them back a cairn that we've taken. That would likely mean more.
Agreed.
That might be harder, though. Find someone willing.
Yeah. Guess we'll have to figure it out.
Well, we have to start somewhere and see where it goes from there.
Yep. But as you guys continue talking, the evening goes on and you have a bit of time to relax once again after running every which direction, traveling in space, and seeing the horrors of the cosmos. But now it seems that you must do something for the nation and make sure that the nation starts to make amends for the sins of its past so that it can finally move forward. Amends that seem to need to be meaningful. But that is a story for next time. Thank you to everyone who listened. We'll catch you in the next episode. Bye.
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 See you then.